悩むね。これでいいか。
This ought to be interesting. Lady Aphrodite.
What do you say we skip the chat and get right to it, hmm?
There's so much insufferable talk of peace up here, my kin. It is quite the relief to focus on much more important things with you.
I'm back, ladies.
번쩍 섬가.
She's a bit much.
You have arrived. When you expire and then suddenly return to life within your father's residence, perhaps it is akin to when I first gained consciousness so long ago. Perhaps I too had just expired only to reawaken.
Well, my nephew, you're admittedly in quite a bind down there. But what is life without its struggles, hmm? You'll make it here eventually, I'm certain.
Well, here we go again. Let's go then, boss.
I'm back, Lenny, to kill you once again. And don't come back.
Good. There you are, stranger. Settle something for us quickly, hmm? Would Achilles not make for the perfect champion of Elysium? For I think almost anybody would be better than the current one.
I think I'd rather maintain watch over a nearly empty hall than battle all the shades around here, Pat.
I too would vastly prefer having to contend with Theseus rather than yourself, Achilles. Although that's not to say I disagree that almost anybody would be better in the role than him.
It seems then I am overruled. But I know champion material when I see it, and I see it now. Very well.
Asterius, you look absolutely smashing.
Observe this gleaming coat of bronze with which I'm adorned now, short one. Your doings, I understand.
My father is to thank for that, not me. I've proven difficult for him to contain, so now I'm beneficiary of his latest pact of punishment. You're welcome.
I haven't thanked you as of yet. Though come, I'll repay you suitably for having me encased within this suit.
I can't.
Oh, cease fire. I yield.
よかった。
Tell Theseus I said hi. Or Dionysus.
Hey, you're in good with Thanatos, isn't that right? A real broody sort. Sometimes I think maybe I ought to just invite him to a feast, but then what if he cools the whole thing down, makes everybody kind of you know?
Asterius. Theseus.
He would pit you against me, Asterius. I can see it in his mismatched eyes. I cannot shake the terrible vision that someday or night it shall be me standing alone here whilst you take sides against me with that fiend.
Asterius, about that, please consider it a standing offer if you like. I'd rather have you as a friend than as a foe. Not sure that I can say the same for Theseus, of course.
You poisonous worm! I knew you had a more sinister trick at play, because your fighting style certainly is of no concern just on its own. Are there truly no depths to which you would not stoop?
Destruction.
ああ、もう最悪。
Blasted heavily armored half-bull.
Slain by the Minotaur once more. Now he's a real beast there, isn't he? But tell me something. Any progress on that autograph request of mine?
Nope, none whatsoever.
Didn't hear you come in. Go and steal some fear in those wretches out there, would you?
Cerberus goes about his business. Gnawing, in this case.
Good seeing you. Here you go. This stately rug should match the lounge decor.
What have you done to my floor surfaces?
Contractor, I have another job. Cerberus won't touch these things, although some shades seem to enjoy them fine. Here's the commission. Who am I to stop the shades there in the lounge from cooking up whatever it is they're making? Contractor, I have another job. Now this is just the sort of outlandish purchase that makes me briefly feel slightly better about myself.
I pity those who have depended on our lounge for its formal, understated atmosphere.
Oh, hello, Zagreus.
Bye, mate.
Prince Zagreus? I just wanted to say something. If you have a little time, I know you're really busy. I can come back.
まあそこに肉ついてるもんな。
Wait, no, now's fine, of course. What is it, Dusa? I'm not so busy, by the way, and always happy to check in. Wait, is something wrong?
No. It's just the opposite. I can't believe you helped me with the lounge. I don't think anyone has ever helped me out like you did, cleaning up after Cerberus and the new rug and the kitchen and just all of this.
It was my pleasure, really. All of us use the lounge, don't we? This house can really be a lot, but in the lounge here, things are easier a bit, I think. I'm so glad we have you watching over it.
You really mean that, Prince? But you don't know what this means to me. I'm finally caught up on work. What am I gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this extra time. I have to go and plan everything out.
Take care now.
テンション上がってるな。
I just don't know how I can ever repay you. For raising him. For everything. After I left, besides old Cerberus, I think maybe I missed you most of all.
I can remember feeling similar emotions at the time. However, it is quite unnecessary to give thanks to me this way. You are the queen, safely returned where you belong. I did what anybody would have in my place.
Anybody would have lovingly raised my estranged son while keeping safe my secret, eventually orchestrating an elaborate plot to reunite him with me, so that I might someday return to have a nectar with them in the lounge.
Precisely, yes.
Having invested heavily into the cooking area within the House of Hades, the empty-stomached Zagreus can nonetheless find nothing fit to eat.
It's alright, wasn't hungry anyway. This one's for you, Three Fates. Deuce has got everything under control, I hope. I'll have to survive the worst the underworld has to offer before I can open this.
Gotta earn it, pal.
One more time.
Upon my name, you lack the cheerfulness of Hypnos and the competence of Thanatos, but have more willfulness than both combined.
あんな陽気な息子おったら嫌やろ。お前の性格からして。
Zag, turns out I am quite the judge of character, and you men have an awful lot of it. I mean, you've given out how much ambrosia now? To all your mates and more?
I'll just have a look around.
Well, if it isn't you... You know, Prince Ed, you really have a look about you that you know exactly where you're going as of late. I used to think you weren't near as comfortable in your own skin.
Oh, you were right. I was never comfortable performing Father's routine Tartarus inspections. Though those responsibilities of mine didn't last long.
Nor did we have much opportunity to chat back then, but hey, you always struck me as a decent sort. Wasn't accustomed to your father's henchpeople greeting me with a smile. Not to worry.
Thank you, mate. Takes care of that.
Let's see what mischief we can make between the two of us.
Ma sexy.
Let's see.
I bear a message for you, son of Hades. One recorded in an age when certain concepts it describes did not yet all exist. Remember this. I see you stand your ground against the serpent's flame. A waking phrase, to which you and the all-seeing artifact of my creation may respond.
やっとか。
A waking phrase. And an all-seeing artifact, you must mean Aegis, right? So I'm to say to it, I see you stand your ground against the serpent's flame, and it'll wake right up. Though, can you tell me what it means, or who?
Oh, I can tell you almost anything. However, I would much prefer it if you learned most of the answers you seek by yourself.
I see you stand your ground against the serpent's flame. Hello, Fury Sisters.
He's ready. I wish it didn't have to be this way.
じゃあやめる。
Can't do that.
Look out below.
Let's complicate things.
Keep go.
いいっす。あ、危なかった。はあ。うん。
Hey, cheers, man.
Don't say I didn't warn you, young man. I only wish that I could say you didn't insult me.
Well, that's that.
Oh, nephew, but I simply can't stay wrathful toward you, much as I might try. They're better not to tempt me, just in case.
Bye now, ladies.
This land is not unlike your own in certain ways. For Helios, the sun has not shone down upon it for some time. How long, I really couldn't tell you, little sprout. Long enough for mortals to take notice, certainly.
Here he comes.
It's time.
ああ、年。
I heard there was a matter that required my attention here. Think you can beat me?
Occasionally, yes.
Don't just stand there, cuz. Pick one of these and go.
Why, hello, Lenny. What have you been up to since I last destroyed your multitude of heads?
Aphrodite! When shall they ever learn?
I'll take it.
Dearest, your lord uncle wishes to address you from our mountaintop. Although I had assured him that the two of us, we had everything well under control.
Come now, Zagreus. The only thing Lady Aphrodite has under control is her long list of salivating suitors, am I right? Aphrodite, how about you bestow your blessing and be off, and I'll take it from here.
Ooh.
あ、これ助かるわ。めっちゃ助かるわ、これ。
No love without pain.
I am returned once more to my more earthly capabilities, short one. And I'm able to move freely once again.
Fine change of pace, Asterius. Who needs that old spectacular custom-fitting suit of legendary armor anyway?
You mock me, yet you know nothing of being trapped, enclosed in something and unable to break free. I need no armor to fight you. Well done.
I got him. Olympus, I accept this message.
I'm telling you, you're wrong, Asterius. He is no royalty, most certainly not any I would recognize. He's but a nameless, long-forgotten minor god, born of the depths and bound to stay in them.
I, too, once was berated by such words, King. We faced this enemy how many times? And in my estimation, he's fought bravely here.
Bravely? Hiding behind those pillars is what you call bravely, Asterius? We shall have to discuss this strange lapse of judgment after we achieve our victory.
こいつぶっ殺しやろうな。
Don't do that.
You monster!
That'll teach him. It's dead, I think.
Ah, now that's the Aegis that I know and love. Or used to love, at least, the dear old thing. Now I quite love these shocking bolts of mine. Though I am proud you've given Aegis a good home, and bear it in my name.
The monster's solitary weakness, Sator's axe, proved terribly effective once again.
I can go. Been waiting long?
You bear the Aegis so much like your uncle Zeus once did.
よし、危ねえ。
I'm not as limber as I used to be, while you... Such... strength, boy.
There.
Made short work that time.
いやー、やっぱりどれやろ。どれ自動でゴッドメーターたまるやつ。祈りを捧げるたびに強くなる功徳もよかったね。いやー、よかったよかった。
In his great hurry to explore the countryside, the hapless-footed prince steps on the peel of a most exotic, sallow-colored fruit, and tumbles backward with such sudden, violent force that you know what occurs.
そんなベタな。
Oh, damn it!
誰がバナナの皮捨ててて、そこに。
Showed you that time, Father.
Hello? Welcome to the House of Hades, where death is our life.
Bye, Hypnos.
I have some catching up to do, as you can see.
Each savage maw of Cerberus salivates in anticipation of the next time to feed. Nyx and I have matters here under control.
What is it, Zag? I heard you stayed the Knave King's sentence. I should be angry with you. Sisyphus must be the only mortal ever to have humiliated me. But Mother Nyx, she must have backed you, didn't she?
We did what needed to be done. As much as Father likes making examples out of wretched shades, an eternal sentence felt a little excessive in this case. Besides, Sisyphus isn't leaving anyway. Seems to have found his niche.
Oh? Well, he's an odd one, through and through, I guess. As long as I don't have to deal with him again.
Don't think you will. Contractor, work approved. Paid in full up front. Let's see what we get.
I don't recall approving that expense.
Let's go with this one then. All right, house contractor, go do your thing.
A decadent acquisition.
Terribly sorry, I can't speak with you right now.
I saw Achilles with Patroclus in Elysium next. They're free to be together now, thanks to you. If only you could have seen them.
Oh, I can see them, my child, and I have. And it pleases me Achilles has earned some degree of respite from his servitude, for all his loyalty to our house. For what you have done for him, thank you.
Father isn't going to be thrilled I've let him out of a binding pact.
Your father is committed to his rules, and you've released Achilles from his pact according to those rules. There is not much that even he can do about it, save to have Achilles sign again.
Don't see Achilles doing that anytime soon.
By the way, I meant to tell you, child. The ambrosia that you gave me? Rather than hold on to it indefinitely, I decided recently to sample it. Your father's claims about its flavor are quite false. I have never tasted anything like it.
So glad you liked it, Nyx. And good timing too, because I have for you another bottle here. They say each one is different in its own respect. And besides, the pleasures of Olympus should be shared. Please take it, won't you?
You are persuasive like your mother and determined like your father, child. But if you so insist, then I shall not deny myself the simple pleasures of this drink, though rare is the occasion for it here.
That's quite all right. It never spoils, and you have all the time in the world.
I hope you get to see Miss Meg out there next time.
Aegis, I see you stand your ground against the serpent's flame. A future aspect. Beowulf is going to be tough.
よし、これで全部やな。
Grant me the aspect of Beowulf.